Hey good people, it is Tashira, Politics and Fashion, here today with a video that is all about what I think are the best luxury investments for fall. So if you got a couple coins to spend this fall, if you want to treat yourself, sis, here are the 5 areas that I would say you should look into and my favorite items in these categories. If that sounds good to you, sis, make sure that you have subscribed to my channel, like the video, follow me over on Instagram, and let's get started. First up, I'll share with you what I am wearing today. I have in my ears 2 pair of bauble bar earrings. Hopefully you can see those. I never wear this heavier pair in my second hole, but I actually really like the look. I think that it kind of gives the earrings a super chunky vibe, and so I will link these down below. Bauble bar is a great place for costume jewelry, y'all. I have had both of these pair of earrings for probably about a year or so. No fading, no issues whatsoever. They haven't irritated my ears, and so I love to wear these, especially when I'm wearing a necklace. And today I have on the Dior 30 Montaigne necklace that I shared with you all a bunch of times, girl. If you're not new around here, you know the story behind this necklace that I grabbed in a vlog with y'all. And I'm also wearing an oversized shirt. This one is by Balenciaga. I'm sure this one is sold out, but if I can find something similar, it will be linked down below, as well as my accessories. On my wrist today is the Cartier Just Un Clou. For some reason, I've just kind of been really into not as many bracelets lately, and so I tend to kind of either wear a single bangle, I'll wear my friendship bracelet from Dior, but I'm keeping it simple. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we're going into fall and I'm trying to just do something a little bit different. And my favorite accessory, which is the Fossil Google watch. All right, so that is the look for today. Let's get into these categories, girl. Alright, so I have my phone here, y'all, because I'm looking at the items that I have screenshotted, but I will also make sure I put them on either side of me, and I will link them down below. Let's get started with shoes first, because I actually mentioned this category of shoes in my last video about the only shoes that you need for fall. And I told y'all that I was actually on the hunt for a pair of these, which is loafers. Again, the rich auntie shoe of choice, okay? Now, this first pair I want to talk to you about are by Prada. Y'all know Prada is it right now as far as like that chunky shoe is concerned. They really hit the mark with that chunky boot that was popular with like the pouches on it. Girl, I don't know what you were putting in those pouches around your ankle, but I wasn't mad at it. I'm always here for a good fashion moment, okay? And so they've taken that sole and they've put it on a loafer. But then they made the loafer pointy, which in my opinion, whenever I see a pointy flat shoe, it just gives it a little bit more sophistication and makes it a little bit more edgy. I'm obsessed with these. And I haven't really been here for the very chunky sole shoes, but this pair, it does it. And I'm not mad at it with the white socks. I apologize in advance. I just think it's really cute. So if you are really into that chunky sole trend and you don't want to do a pair of boots with the lug sole, or the Bottega tire boots or a dupe of that, but you do want to spend a little bit of coin, girl, look at these Prada ones. At least give them a try. Now they also, I think, come in white. That can be a lot in a white shoe. But the black one, I'm here for it. The next shoe that I will mention is something that's not quite as out there, and actually one of you all mentioned this shoe during the premiere of the Only Shoes You Need for Fall video. So thank you so much to one of our tribe members. And it's the Celine loafers. How could I have missed these? I think I probably missed Celine because since they've gotten their new creative director, Eddie Slimane, and we know Phoebe Philo left a few years ago, I haven't paid as much attention to Celine, but these are very cute. These are very cute. So the first pair that I want to show y'all, they can give Deacon board. I'm pretty sure that my granddaddy had these when he went in front of the church and sang a good hymn. A charge to keep I have. A God to glorify. If you from the South, you know about that, a charge to keep, please say so down below. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he had a pair of shoes like this. But in homage to our granddaddies, I'm not mad at them, okay? I love the little like tassel in the front. Always here for gold hardware, and they give you a little bit of that chunky sole, but not as much as the Prada version. But let's say you love the idea of a loafer, but you don't want to go for that sole whatsoever. The next pair of Celine loafers that I also like a lot, they don't have that kind of ridging to the sole. These are a lot more kind of, I don't want to say muted. They're a little safer, okay? They're not as trendy. And if I was to go for a pair of these, this is probably the pair that I would go for, just to be honest with you. I love the way that that sole looks on other people, but I want a pair of loafers that are gonna like stand the test of time, and I think these Celine loafers would do it. So I'm obsessed with these, girl. This is another really great pair of loafers. And then I also want to talk to you all about a pair of loafers that are a little bit on the more affordable side. I'll make sure I have prices up on the screen of all of these shoes, or all of these items. Is this pair by Philip Lim, and I almost pulled the trigger on these from Saks. They might actually still be in my cart. I like these a bunch, y'all, because they're two-toned, and I think that alone makes them pretty edgy. I can see them so easily with a pair of high-waisted jeans and a nice chunky cable knit sweater, or with a cute like houndstooth blazer belted, and then that shoe, so cute. And so these come in at about $500 or so. So still a great brand. Philip Lim does the daggone thing, but not as pricey as the Celine or Prada loafers. So those are the loafers that I would recommend you take a look at if you are looking to invest in a luxury pair this fall. Next, let's go to belts. Now, if you watched my 5 accessories to stop forgetting video, then you know I'm team belt these days, okay? And so the first belt I want to mention, the fashion girls have been on this for a minute. They've been on it for a minute. I talked, I think, earlier this year about how I wasn't ready to pull the plug on it, but I think I'm gonna have to do it, y'all. And it is this Loewe Obi belt. It's so delicious. Because I don't care if you are wearing a black slip dress. I don't care if you are wearing a t-shirt and some jeans. I don't care if you put on top of a blazer, girl. This belt just instantly makes your outfit a look. It can be some Geronimo's pajamas, girl. You put this Obi belt on, and then they have it in a variety of colors. They have it in black, which is so good. They have it in tan, which is so good. But let's talk about how they also have it in a sage green, and how Fashion Sherlock jumped out here and she eviscerated us all on Dionne Warwick's internet when she had the audacity to put this sage on, this sage Obi belt, with a mint green dress and a mint green bag. We're gonna get back to that bag in just a minute, honey. But this is a look. This is a entire look, and I am here for it. It is the belt. Imagine if she was to take this belt off. It would still be so cute. But it is the belt, and then the tonal nature of it. Lord, glory. I also, because you know, team neutrals, love it in black. And so the way that Monroe is wearing it, for example, with just a nice like bodycon ribbed dress, also does the daggone thing. The Obi belt. The Obi belt would be a great investment for fall, because I also can see this on top of like wool coats and worn to like cinch your waist in when you're wearing a chunkier sweater. I stand by the fact that as the weather gets cooler, you're going to want these kind of accessories to just bring a level of interest to your outfit, because we are wearing so many more layers. The next belt I'm going to recommend is the V Logo belt. Now, you all know I have this in the very skinny version, but if you're somebody who loves like a good logo, no pun intended, the V Logo. If you're somebody who really loves just like to hit them with the heat with the hardware, the larger one makes an amazing statement. And the great part about these belts is that they're all reversible. So for example, there's one that's tan and black. There's one that I think is white and a really pretty gold one. And that has like the hammered hardware on it. Be Still My Heart. And then y'all remember I tried one on actually when I was in Miami with that pink kind of cape shirt. Anything that is oversized, this belt is going to do an amazing job at. I just want to pull up High-Low Luxe wearing this here because it's so nasty. It's so rude. Now this going into fall, especially if you're somewhere where the temperature has not completely dropped yet, a baby doll style dress, a high boot, and then that tan belt, girl, it's so good. Also, Tanika B, Queen of Color. Tanika did that daggone thing with a suit, and she hit you with a tonal look with it as well. So on top of a blazer, top of a dress, again wrapped around maybe like a trench or some sort of coat that kind of is, you know, a little bit of more of a thin material that has some flow to it. V logo belt, you can't go wrong, especially because you're getting two belts in one. So if you were looking for a great belt, I will definitely recommend V logo and Loewe. Also, y'all, Loewe has a couple other belts outside of the Obi belt that I don't feel like has made its way to like your favorite Instagrammer yet. So I'm gonna link some of those down below as well, because I saw one when I went to the Loewe store at Miami Design District that has like this really beautiful lattice work, like the Loewe logo, but it has all of these like it's cut out, if that makes sense. I'll have a picture on the screen. This one is amazing. I haven't seen it styled yet, but I also think it's a really great statement belt. So I will link some others that I may find online, but these are two brands that I think you cannot go wrong with this fall. The next category is tights. Tights. Now, I know that tights is an area that you might be thinking, do I really want to spend like top dollar, good coin on tights? And I get it. So we're going to be a little judicious in the ones that we share today, because I could not in good conscience recommend like breaking the bank on tights. For example, I had a pair of the Fendi tights, the ones that Kim Kardashian wore, thought they were absolutely amazing. Grabbed these tights, and girl, the second time I wore them, got a run in them. The third time I wore them, it was just for a video, and the run obviously expanded, and then girl, I just threw them away. Okay. So unfortunately, you do have to be careful with them because they are a bit more delicate, which is why I would recommend probably ones that are fishnet. I would recommend those the most. And so this first pair that I found is by Marine Sayre. Y'all know her, the fashion girls love her. The Tracy Ellis Rosses love her. She's the one that has like the crescent moon design to her pieces. And her tights I think are great because their logo, if you know her logo, but they're not screaming logo. And fishnet means, at least in my mind, that they will be a lot less likely to create a run or a tear. The other pair that also looks to be fishnet, but I can't really tell, are the Gucci tights. Now these are a little bit more expensive than the Marine Sayre ones, are they? Oh, actually the Marine Sayre ones are more. Those are $170 and the Gucci ones are $150. So this is not, you know, the highest price point out there. And I think with a pair of faux leather shorts or a really great maybe like baby doll style dress belted at the waist with some chunky boots or with a combat boot, these tights would be so super cute. I also found a brand called Rui on Farfetch. I never heard of them before. One of the things I love about them is because I'm so tall, y'all, I'm almost 6 feet tall. Sometimes tights that actually completely go around my foot, I end up with like that hanging part in the middle. It is, girl, it triggers me back to Sunday school where my tights were always too small because I've always been so tall for my age. And so these have the toes out. So you can actually, I'm thinking in my mind, in my other mind, you would be able to kind of get them up as high as possible because your foot is not encased. And so those are really cute. I love the fact that the sides are darker and then you have those holes going down the front. I think I might have to get those. Doing my own shopping. And they're also fishnet, I believe, as well. So that is a very yummy pair. Can't mention tights and not at least also talk about these Balenciaga ones. These are not fishnet, but they're super duper cute, and I am not mad at those either. And so those are some of the great tights that I think are available right now. Great ways to layer and transition into fall. And if you want to spend a little bit more coin, then you know, the ones that you get for $10 at Target, those are some of my favorites. Next up, let's go to scarves. You all know that to celebrate a year of entrepreneurship, I treated myself to the Dior scarf. It's scarf slash blanket, all right? Because it is so oversized, I think it's kind of marketed as both. But I love it. As you see, I am wearing here, belted around the waist. It also sits so lovely on top of a coat. I'm actually going to Atlanta next weekend, and I am for sure going to take this because it's going to be about in the 60s. And so I see myself just putting this on top of a sweater or a long sleeve button down shirt, girl, and just making it do what it do. And so I want to say that scarves are such a great category to invest in if you want to go the luxury route. Now the Dior one is pricey, but I'm going to share with you some others. Well, actually, let's go here because there is a Dior one that I love a lot that is about half the price of the one that I purchased. This one is also in the oblique pattern. It is not as thick of a cashmere and wool. I think this one just has like a wool blend, but it is absolutely lovely. Another Dior one that I like a lot, if you did want to go for a traditional scarf, and this one has a tassels on the bottom of it as well, is the oblique scarf in the gray. That gray oblique is nice. I love the bag. I love the book. Just the gray oblique. Just Dior, y'all did that. Okay, so that's a great scarf. Because I wear so much makeup, I don't know how I would feel about this very light color. But definitely wanted to recommend it to y'all. And then let's hop over to Fendi, because Fendi also has some really, really nice scarves. This one that I'm looking at right now comes in a variety of colors. It's called the FF logo pattern scarf. Obviously wasn't a very creative name. And I love this kind of like these shades of tan. I think that's really, really nice for fall. But again, it comes in a variety of colors that I'll make sure I link down below. Now, here are two that we're going to hop over to that you may not have seen, and these are by Loewe. I'm going to stand for Loewe quite a bit in this video. Just, girl, I'm going to own it, okay? Because J.W. Anderson is my friend. I don't know him personally, but in my mind, we're friends. And he's doing some amazing things over there. So this first scarf I love. It's a little bit of a thinner knit, but I just love the different colors in that Loewe pattern. That's so good to me. That's the first one, okay? The second one is actually in mohair, and this one is more of like color blocked, but an ombre thing at the same, like an ombre effect at the same damn time. And then you just have that small like Loewe patch at the bottom, and it's also a fringed scarf. So this with a nice wool, you hit it with the heat with that wool fedora, a chocolate brown fedora, and this scarf and a camel coat. Girl, it's over. The game has been eviscerated at that point. Okay, so those are some of the scarves that I love the absolute most. I cannot wait to pull out my Dior scarf, because I think that scarves are, once again, those kind of pieces when we are layering that are going to make an outfit pop. So y'all know this could not be a video about luxury investments for fall and I not talk about handbags. First up, let's jump into the Fendi first. Let's do it, friends. We haven't had this conversation. What do you think about this bag? Let me know down below. I think it is amazing. Okay, I've seen it in all of the different sizes, including the micro one. You know that gif of Tiffany Pollard mama, I love New York, and she going like this? That is how I feel about the Fendi first. That's specifically that micro one. I've tried this bag on 3 times. I don't know why I don't have it. Even my cousin Fernard was like, Shy, why don't you? Okay, let me get back into this video. Now, the Fendi First bag is the first bag, from my understanding, that has been created by the new women's wear designer or creative director named Kim Jones. Kim Jones is chef's kiss. We love what you're doing at Fendi, friend. Okay, this bag comes in a number of colors and textiles. So we can go for the calfskin, we can go for the shearling, we can go for the you know, exotic leathers, maybe a little, you know, snake skin, croc embossing. I mean, they just really hit it out of the park. And just the creativity around how the F is placed. Now, it does have a strap in here. I feel like that was superfluous. No one needs to really wear that bag with a strap. I think it takes away from it. But sis, she's good. She's good. We love that good old Fendi First, okay? So that is a great investment, and it comes in, I think I already said multiple sizes. They have the micro one, small, medium, and it may also come in large, I'm not sure. But I will link what I can find down below. The next bag is the Loewe puzzle bag. Now, I already said that I am a stan right now of Loewe and JW Anderson. Let me know if you want to join our fan club. We meet every Tuesday and Thursday, and we just, you know, go over our admiration for everything that Loewe is doing right now. And the puzzle bag is not new, but something about this bag, I feel like it's just so quintessential for fall. I think it's the size, it's kind of like the shape is kind of squishy. I'm not sure, but what I love in particular are the ones that are multicolored. And so this one that I'm showing y'all, I don't know if it's still available. I found this on Instagram. But this deep like gray, this slate gray with the tan and then that light like beige color, it's just so good. The other one that's on their website right now in all the shades of tan with a nice camel coat, or ooh, what if you did like a jewel tone coat? So if you put that with a burgundy coat, it would be so, so good. I love this bag in the small and the medium size. I have been stalking a medium size one on Fashion File for a while. And so I should say that in the case of the puzzle bag, y'all, you don't have to pay full price for this. It's something that you can find on the resale market pretty easily. So you can find it on, for example, Fashion File, as I mentioned, Vestiaire Collective. You can find it on the Real Real and all the different sizes that it comes in. And sometimes for a really, really, really good price point, especially if you're going for the multicolored one. I find that the black, the navy, the tan, the solid color ones are not always at the best price point, but either way, this bag screams fall and I love it. If you are looking to make an investment in a bag that is a little bit more muted as far as the branding is concerned, Loewe puzzle bag is it. The next bag that is absolutely amazing, y'all, is the Jacquemus Grand Chiquito bag. Now, this bag has been out for a while. Jacquemus has been on the map in all the ways. Love everything that they are doing over there. The thing about this one in particular, though, is that folks really know it, I think, for the smaller one. And people are like, what you gonna put in there? Lint? Air? I get it. Micro bags are not for everybody. And so when they came out with it in the larger size that actually holds things, I'm here for it. And what they've done is they've done it in a variety of colors, but particularly this chocolate brown one, baby girl, that one is so, so good. I'm also not mad at the white. I think white is a great contrasting color for this season. I know Brittany from Pockets and Bows has it in brown, and she styled it with a cream outfit on IG, and sis just did the damn thing with that one. The Jacquemus Grand Chiquito is a great bag. It's a different silhouette, and I think y'all would really love this for fall. And the last bag on the list is the Bottega Veneta Hobo bag. There is something about fall that for me just screams like oversized bags as well. And so this bag, I would not recommend full price. I mean, unless you just want to spend the coin, sis. You work, spend your money how you choose, okay? But you can find so many of these on the resale market. Some of the ones that I love are on Fashion File right now. I have had 2 saved on my wish list for a while, and a pretty like deep chocolate brown, again back to that chocolate hue, and also a really, really nice tan as well. You can also usually find these in pretty great condition. I have a pink one. I'll put a picture up right here. that I got for I think $800 from, I don't know if it was the Fashion File or the Real, but either way, that's about the price point, between $700 and $800. And the one that's brand new, that is a Daniel Lee kind of recreation of this silhouette, it has a knot on it, and that baby is about $4,000 US dollars. And I said, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it, not when we can go ahead and get one for literally a fourth of the price on the resale market. And so again, we're back to this idea of things that are not extremely logo driven, but I think this weaving and what that means as far as texture and what that does for an outfit, especially a monochrome look, girl, can be, imagine if you had on just like shades of nude or shades of like different types of brown, and then you had this bag with this intricate weaving. Some nice knee boots too, girl, or some really nice Chelsea boots. Or you mess around and did like a snake or a faux snake skin, and then you had the texture of this bag, and then everything else was like a tonal look. Chef's kiss. She's absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend the Bottega Veneta Hobo bag this fall for a luxury investment. And that is it, good people. Thank you so much for watching today's video about the areas that I would spend a little coin in this fall if you are looking to make an investment regarding luxury. Now, there are a couple things, at least one thing on this list that I may or may not have pulled the trigger on. Unfortunately, it's not here right now, so I won't be able to show you in this video, but stay tuned for my new in fall capsule wardrobe video coming up really, really soon. In the meantime, please make sure you are following me over on Instagram. You have subscribed to my channel, and I will see y'all across the internets. Peace.